What's up, everybody?
Hello. What's going on?
Oh, it's time to go back to work.
We are both faded today.
Well, let's clarify.
Well, yeah, let's...
That word
We're
has
tired.
different connotations.
Yes, that is true.
And I'm not. I don't
No,
know. I mean,
no,
listen, you
no,
live your
no.
life however you
No,
want to live your life. But I am...
I think you well enough. No.
I'm just coming off of little long weekend. So I'm a little travel tired. You know how you always need a vacation after a vacation, and nope.
Yeah.
I was up at 5:30 trying to claw myself back into a normal routine. You know, before Aunt Rona came to visit,
Yeah.
you know, I was doing pretty well being up at 5:30, 5 or 5:30 every day, getting to the gym before work, and then the gym closed for 3 months, and I'm like,
Yep. No, that's same here. I was up early getting kids ready for school, doing that whole thing, and yeah, kind of your sleep-in time kind of starts to change.
Yeah.
And
I'm like, I'll get up at 8.
Yeah.
8:30.
Well,
it's a bad habit to get into.
Yeah. No, funny thing about, well, this weekend I didn't have vacation per se. I created Tucker Oasis.
Yeah, you did.
So was busy kind of locking that up. Got some cool landscaping. At least I feel it's cool.
It looks great, actually.
Thanks, man. That does mean a lot. And again, I think I texted you. I was like, trying not to get all...
it's a huge project.
Sentimental about it, but it's, huge for our family to kind of have. It's like an extension of our house and then kind of our little oasis. But
well, I mean, a backyard is a backyard, but you guys really did turn it into outdoor living space.
Yeah, I was a little embarrassed to show the before pictures, but to truly understand what had been done. Just because, I mean, I shouldn't say embarrassed, but just kind of like, this is what we've been rolling with.
It's just, typical, normal gravel.
Yeah, backyard.
And
so...
couple of trees.
This is something we've been wanting to do for a while, but it became a little extension of our yard. So
domicile.
Yeah, so got that finished up over the weekend, and then I've been in my backyard since hanging out. No, we've been getting some furniture and stuff, but
I went to Lake Havasu City for the weekend.
Nice.
My grandmother has a house out there and graciously let us stay there for the weekend, and got to hang out with my uncle a little bit and just go play in the lake a little bit. I rode a hydro bike.
What?
Which was cool.
Oh, I think I've seen one of... Yeah.
It's like a bicycle frame.
Right.
But instead of, the bicycle chain being attached to a wheel, it's attached to a little prop, and it's up on pontoons, and riding that around a little while. That was kind of fun.
Tiring.
Not too bad.
Okay.
It was, I mean, in some ways it was easier than riding on, the roads, but also it doesn't steer like a bicycle does.
You're just kind of going?
Well, I mean, it steers, but it's not responsive like a bicycle.
Fair enough.
It's, I would like to turn left about 20 yards from here.
Yeah.
I should start that now.
Oh,
just it's a
gradual.
It's got a wide turning radius.
Fair enough.
Some other swimmers were almost accosted by our hydro bike.
Fantastic. I got hit by a bike on the water.
In the lake.
Jeez.
But boy, it was hot though, man.
Well, Lake Havasu's always...
Yeah, I mean, and I know that.
Hot.
We've visited many times in the past, and that's actually where I lived while I went to real estate school. Was in Lake Havasu City.
That's right.
So I kind of moved into Casa de Grandma.
Nice.
Please
tell me
month.
you call it that.
I think I will from now on.
I know. We'll get you a sign. We know a guy.
Yeah, we do. I got to talk to him
fantastic.
today, actually. Thanks for the reminder.
Oh, I do too. So don't you worry.
But yeah, it was a nice long weekend. Like I said, I got to visit with my uncle who lives there and hang out.
I'm working a deal with him sort of right now.
Yeah.
So what's up, Unc?
What's up? Shout out to Chad Nelson and the A-Team.
There you go.
At Coldwell Banker in Havasu. Not
A-Team.
a sponsor.
A-Team. My son recently watched the new movie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, stop it. Listen.
It was I mean,
hold
okay.
on.
As
Hold
far
on.
as like throwback reboots are
Yes.
concerned, it's one of the better ones, but they're all
100%.
garbage. They're all garbage. This one just happened to smell better than the rest of the garbage.
Okay. That's one of those movies, like, if it's on, I can watch it.
Sure.
Listen, it's not in my top 5 movies of all time.
At least it's not Charlie's Angels.
I haven't even watched the new one.
Me neither.
And
But even the
don't
one with
think-
Cameron Diaz was not great.
I think I watched the first one. I don't know how many of those. Were there 3? 2 or 3?
I have
There
no
was at
idea.
least 2.
I saw the first one and was like,
Yeah, I watched the first one. I didn't watch the second of those ones.
okay.
But no, like my son, he wanted to listen. We went to Tucker Video. That's,
Yeah.
you know, it sounds like I just name everything Tucker this.
Well,
Tucker
I mean,
Oasis, Tucker Video.
It's your stuff, so
I know.
it makes
but-
sense.
We have, a couple hundred movies or
Yeah.
whatever, and so he was, as he's getting older, he can kind of see more, different movies. But
Sure.
he wanted an action comedy movie.
All right.
And so that's the one that I landed on that was like, all right, it's appropriate.
Yeah,
There's
it's
nothing,
not too bad. It's got explosions and guns, but
right,
it's
but
not
there's
like,
nothing
Yeah. Not a ton of language
grotesque
and
or
nudity and all
exactly.
that stuff.
So it was like, all right, we landed on that one, which is always one. And he was that you or me?
That was me.
Ha ha! Take that. No, we landed on that movie, and he actually, really enjoyed it. But I was having to explain to him because he didn't know that it was a television show,
Sure.
which is kind of a weird way of looking at it. That's like, hey, here's the A-Team.
Right.
With no context, no nothing, because it can kind of stand on its own.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's
Yeah.
got enough backstory in it to
And then
work.
the way that it ends is kind of the television show that they would travel from
Yeah.
town to town, helping people
Yeah.
or whatever.
Fighting crime, solving
But my
mysteries.
son's like, oh, the ending was weird. Like, all of a sudden they're just leaving. And I was like, listen, man, like they're setting up the television show. It was just
Yeah.
a little.
Well,
hat,
that's
a
another
little hat tip to
It's
the
another
television
weird
show.
thing that has happened over the last several years. Is like, okay, in like the earlier 2000s, they took a bunch of 70s and 80s action TV shows and turned them into standalone movies,
Right,
and they didn't do a very good job of it.
right.
But now they're taking like movies that aren't even that old and turning them into TV shows. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, they do that all the time. Yeah, you see that and you're like, no one asked for this.
no, nobody needed a TV show about the movie Taken.
Right, you just. I think it says it all.
Yeah, but I think it's gone for like 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, because as awesome as those movies are, at
The
a
first
certain,
one was.
it's like the first one was it. But then after that, if you were that guy, you're gonna be a little bit more cautious about where your family goes
Well,
and does. Like you've learned your lesson, and then
Right.
it's like, okay, the second movie. All right, man. Now you really should have learned your lesson.
yeah.
Oh, we're gonna.
How
we're
many
gonna
times does the toddler need to burn his hand on the stove?
to learn not to touch it?
Most toddlers, it's 1. Liam Neeson is 3, and then 2 other movies that were pretty much the same thing.
Listen, you just changed the name of the character, and it was
Yeah.
taken in the snow,
Taken in the snow. Just,
taken on a train.
yeah.
It was
Just
kind of
so
like
many.
Curious George books.
Right.
That it was like
Oh, the curious little monkey's at it again.
taken at the circus. Like,
Okay.
all right, we get it.
The man in the yellow hat's going to be mad again.
Like, yeah, we need to come up with a little Brian Mills Curious George children's book.
Well, I mean, that's again.
Taken goes to the store.
It's like it's like how they came up with the premise for the follow-up movies. They're like, I can see him sitting around the writer's table and like, all right, raise your hand if you ever remember the Curious George books.
Right.
Everyone's like,
Yeah.
So they made like 100 of those books. We can make more movies.
Right. Do you remember the one time that the monkey got on the space shuttle?
Taken in space.
I'm saying, like, at a certain point, you're just like,
well, I mean,
okay.
Take it back to a series of movies that I genuinely love.
Right.
Die Hard.
Yes.
And even it got a little,
Okay.
you know,
It's gotten
took it too far.
It's gotten a little Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it took it too far.
End. I watched the first one the other day.
Fast and the Furious or Die Hard?
No, Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Sorry. It was on TV. It just kind of landed on it. And you're just like, you know what? It's good.
It is.
But I was like analyzing it. Like so much of it, like, okay, Dom is a little bit different. Like,
right.
He's not the superhero race car driver that he is in later movies where he's jumping buildings. He's just like, hey,
yeah.
I'm a pretty good racer. Like
and mostly only if he's driving in a straight line.
Right.
Because he lives his life 1/4 mile at a time.
Before the Point Break ending.
So, well, no, yeah, but that's where things went sideways. He started turning.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to cut you off at the Die Hard thing, but like the last Die Hard movies have been kind of like
they're so forgettable, and they're just how is it that, I mean, aside from being based on a series of well-loved novels,
right?
You already know essentially what any James Bond movie is going to be.
Correct.
But it's still good every time.
Yeah.
As where, again, Taken 2, by the time the third movie, I was like, I don't even feel sorry for you anymore, bro.
Right, like you just need to put a tracker on someone's phone.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you know, I
pay attention.
What you tell your children from time to time, be like, listen, if you look around and everyone else is the problem,
yeah,
you're the problem.
Yeah. What's the common denominator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everyone else is having a good time and you're having a bad time, you're the problem.
Right. Yeah. So, and
Brian
that's
Mills.
why it's like, for as much as we enjoy those movies, it's just at that point though where you're like, okay,
please don't make any more.
Yeah, like again, and then we went and watched Liam Neeson in Cold Pursuit,
which was still better than Taken 2. I like how it had.
Yeah.
There was elements of that movie that made it cool.
Yeah, but it was really.
It had almost that Coen Brothers,
but it was
vibe to it.
It was very much Taken in the snow.
Yeah,
and you're just like, okay,
all right then, it's time for old dad to get some revenge.
Taken survival. He fights a wolf at the end.
Right. Oh wait, no, that movie's called The Gray.
The Gray. Yeah. Love Liam Neeson. Listen, he's trained Batman.
It's true. Nearly defeated him.
He was Zeus.
Yeah.
He was the
He
lion.
unleashed the Kraken.
He unleashed the Kraken. He was the lion in Chronicles of Narnia. Listen, he's got the resume.
Yeah.
If you were to listen, we pick one fighter. Whatever, and it's like
choose your champion. You're like, well, one of them has been the god of gods.
Right.
In a movie.
I'm gonna go with Liam Neeson.
I'm gonna go with Zeus.
Somebody's like, I'm going Keanu Reeves. All right. I'm gonna go ahead.
I mean,
I'm thinking of like some like Mortal Kombat game with and they have all the powers of all the characters that they've ever done. Keanu Reeves would have time travel, and he'd be Neo.
And
wow.
He'd be Neo.
I'm going in a whole thing.
I started going down a real weird rabbit hole in my head as soon as you started being like Keanu Reeves versus Liam Neeson. Be like, all right, so you've got Neo versus Zeus,
right?
Because you kind of have to go to their maximum potentials,
Right.
Yeah, Bill and Ted was great, right. But
Neo that can time
travel. It's pretty intense, and he has all of his Neo powers,
right?
Powers being but he has the ability to absorb information essentially by visiting it on the internet.
Correct.
Combined with
now he's got like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The next Matrix movie is going to be crazy.
Wi-Fi. You don't even have to be jacked in anymore.
No. You got cell phones.
Oh, what if it's like Avatar, though? Ugh.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
I know. Thanks.
No, but so you've got time traveling Neo who can learn a new skill simply by visiting Wikipedia.
Right.
For lack of a better term.
Right. It might be wrong. That'd be great. That'd be a great little side thing because so many people put wrong information in Wikipedia that he learned something wrong.
Right. John Wick.
Right.
Is Neo.
Okay. They're just going to tie all of them together.
He's running a different simulation.
Okay. And at some point, his special power move, he's surfing, comes in, bringing some.
Well, what if
Johnny Utah?
What if Zeus unleashes the power of Poseidon on Neo? He's going to need to know how to handle big waves.
Great fight.
I mean,
we're in.
It's like Shang Tsung. It's like so you want to go Mortal Kombat? It's like Shang Tsung versus Raiden.
Right. Just God versus God.
Yeah.
This is what we do all day. I hope everyone knows that we just go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, welcome into.
Well, it was one of those things.
Our minds.
We were watching Scrubs, and it was JD is known for just going off and like daydreaming.
Yeah.
That was one of those things. We're sitting here like podcasting, and I'm like, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, just
Zeus versus Neo. Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be pretty great. So, anyways, getting off that topic.
I got into some stuff over the last couple of weeks that...
It sounds like some back alley. I got into some stuff.
Listen, man. I don't know why we're recording this, but
I know.
I'm going to need your utmost discretion. No, so now that Apple TV Plus is, several months old, when I upgraded my new iPhone to my new iPhone, you get a year's worth of it for free. So
nice.
We decided, let's dive, because I had canceled the subscription after my free trial.
Okay.
Because even at $5 a month, it really wasn't. There was just not enough there,
right,
to warrant subscribing to it. The first thing I watched, we talked about a couple weeks ago, was that new Beastie Boys documentary,
right,
which was fantastic.
Right.
Loved it. But they've got some great shows on there right now.
Nice.
So we started off watching a show called Truth Be Told.
Okay.
Which was really good. It was kind of like this journalist who had been instrumental in the conviction of a criminal who may or may not have been guilty, and he was a child when the crime was committed, and kind of her news coverage and her investigation stuff had led to him being tried as an adult and sentenced to life in prison.
Wow.
And then she's like, I don't think he actually did it. And so it's kind of like trying to unwind it. It was a really great like thriller mystery type right. deal. And then we are in the middle almost exactly of watching it's a limited series. So there's only 8 episodes called Defending Jacob.
Oh, I've heard
starring
of that.
Captain America.
That's right.
And so far it is really good.
It's got J. Jonah Jameson in it too, right?
It does. We're actually just got to the episode where he'll be showing up on screen.
I had just seen. Listen, I saw like the trailer for it, and I was like, "What? Captain America and J. Jonah Jameson in the same show?" It is not a Marvel show.
It is not.
No, it is not those characters.
But it's really good so far.
Nice.
So there is some promise. There was another show that we had kind of wanted to start watching, but I just don't know if we were in the mood to like get into it. Called For All Mankind, and it's kind of an
sounds like
alternate
a space.
Yeah,
see,
it's kind of like an alternate telling of the space race where the Russians make it to the moon first.
Oh, okay.
And the United States response to that.
Oh, nice.
interesting, but I think we were just not in the mood to really jump into it.
Well, yeah.
I'll probably check it out.
Yeah. Kind of going into, just segueing from Chris Evans. So the rest of my week, as we've kind of discussed, is a little birthdayed, and I have 2 kids' birthdays at the end of this week. But part of that, at some point, my son wants to watch Knives Out.
Okay.
Which just got released on
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Prime. He's been wanting to for us to rent it for a while, and we've just learned our lesson of movies that we've rented, and then a month later, they're free.
Show up.
We're like, oh my god! And sometimes we're wasting like money. We're like,
that one actually, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah,
because I've been there over and over again. But this one would have been worth it.
I think so.
I think that you'll see it and be like, you know what? Even if we had rented that a week before it came out on Amazon,
but then we heard that it was going to come out, so we're like, okay, let's just put the pin in it. So I'm gonna watch that by the end of
the week.
By the end of the week, we just the other night had a little movie night and finally sat down and watched Onward.
Oh wow! Okay,
we just hadn't
gotten around to it,
and we just weren't. Listen, we've taken some Pixar damage of late.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we're not in the mood to be like crying.
Right.
We're just not like emotionally. I'm sure it's good, but we're just not in the mood to be depressed right now. Yeah. Or whatever. So we just, but we're like, okay, it's a good family, like whatever.
Right.
So, and we're like very impressed. It was
great.
I was preparing myself the whole time for the ending.
No, it was really
But that was
good.
when I saw the ending coming.
Sure.
I caught on to the. I'm like trying to be careful. Like I'm like
a movie that came out 3 months ago.
Yeah. But the ties in because he has a list of things that he wants to do with his dad, and so I was seeing he just did that thing.
He did the thing.
And so no, we were.
Yeah, no, we really enjoyed that one as well.
And then you and I were going to try.
I just didn't have time.
I didn't either.
I had seen that it loaded up, but we weren't watching a whole lot of TV over the weekend.
We had discussed that we were going to try and watch Artemis Fowl.
Yeah.
Just new Disney Plus. And the reason on that is not throwing anything. I'd heard on a local radio station a movie reviewer come on and just thrash it. And I was like, really? All right. Made me kind of want to watch it.
Right.
Because I was like, it looks good. It looks promising. I don't know. I think they're books or it was a book or something. So because I've heard of it before.
Yeah. It was like, a young adult novel series.
Right.
So
I was like, oh, okay, cool. I got 15, 20 minutes in and was just passing out.
Yeah.
And then my cat showed up. So we recently just got a cat.
That's what you get for having a cat.
No, love the thing to death. It's awesome during daytime. So it's a little werewolf or something, but
okay.
It doesn't meow, but it yells. It's like talks. So and it seems to wait like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's just like, hey, hey, shut up.
Can you zip it?
I want to go to sleep, meow.
Right, meow?
Right, meow. So, that happened last night. So that's why I have my little coffee.
A little extra coffee?
My little caffeine to try and jolt me awake. But another oldie but goodie situation happened. I got to sit down and watch one of my favorite movies. It came on TV.
Okay.
And got to watch it with my youngest for the first time, which was Hook.
Yes.
There's I have to say that movie is probably in my top 5 because I can sit and just watch it now, at any point. But there's something really cool about watching these movies from your childhood with your kid, and it made me go around.
As sometimes it is, but sometimes it's like
it destroys you.
Yeah. They're like, you watch them like check out, like 20 minutes, and it's just like, yeah, this movie's done.
I'll be like,
get out of my house.
Yeah, focus.
You have to leave.
I think I joked about
you sleep in the yard.
One time.
I'll set up a tent.
We were doing that, and one of my kids was like, it was okay. And I was like, then you obviously didn't watch the same movie I watched.
Right.
Like, you can't sit there and do that. That was a risk Listen, I know, and we've joked about this movie, whatever, from my childhood. It doesn't hold up as well, and not everybody knows about it, but rad. I don't think you've ever seen it, but
I've never seen it. I do know that they did like a limited re-release on Blu-ray recently.
Yeah.
Did you?
I looked at. I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay.
So, but I will be getting that thing.
Okay.
But yeah, sitting there watching that with my son, at least, where I was like, hey, it's really an 80s movie.
Yeah.
You got Aunt Becky before she was Aunt Becky and before she was in orange jumpsuits.
Right.
I don't know if Aunt Becky's there or not, but she did not good things.
Well, I mean, she just did what super rich people have been doing since
100%.
Super rich people
they just
were invented. She just got caught doing something that a bunch of other people do anyway.
Yep.
So there's that.
But yeah, so, but no, my youngest, my daughter, she got all into some Hook, and so she's going around the house quoting Hook now, which is just fantastic. She's like,
that is excellent.
She's like, hey, Dad. I'm like, what's up? And she's like, Bangarang. I'm like, yes, indeed. Bangarang.
Bangarang indeed, young lady.
Yep.
Bangarang indeed.
So, yeah, no, I hope and then I'm going to try and start Upload.
Yeah.
At some point. It's just been...
You got to check that one out. That one's...
Kid-friendly, kind of trying to make sure...
Kid-friendly.
No, I'm saying we have to kind of wait.
Oh, yeah.
Because of it being not kid-friendly.
Yes. I was seeing if there's any worthy entertainment news. There's been so little because of everything being so shut down. I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything.
Yeah.
That it's just like, we must talk about this.
Yeah. We can talk about some Tucker and the Beard news.
We can.
Because yesterday was kind of a schedule filling day.
Yeah.
We got some cool things happening. So, I mean, where do we start? We got the movie night.
Yep, we're doing another movie night in the park this weekend on Friday evening.
I will not be there.
No, you will not.
So,
rightly so.
Yes, I have a kid's birthday, so I will not be there for that one, but I'll be there for the next two that we're hosting.
Yeah. So we've got movie night coming up this weekend. So if you're in the Prescott area, you want to stop by Kenlinley Field and get yourself a T-shirt.
Have some cool. I want to make sure
some
that
stickers, bracelets.
Got notification. While I'm looking up this other one, I'll tell the next news. We have tentatively scheduled at the end of July. We're locking down a day. We are hoping to do a ghost hunt.
We're gonna go ghost hunting. And yeah, that's
awesome.
that should be a fun one.
So that's gonna be downtown. We're gonna go on a ghost hunt with the Prescott Paranormal group.
You almost went a weird direction.
I almost did. Because I was
like, wait.
I was doing doing two things at the same time, and it was the Prescott Paranormal group is what we're going to be going with, and then we were contacted the other day by our good buddy Adam.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to get the name of.
We're going to be doing
we're
going to be doing some promo work with a friend of ours who owns and operates John Hancock Barbershop here in town, because they're doing some cool new stuff. So we're going to give them some shout outs and kind of help them show off some of the stuff that they're getting ready to open up.
Right.
And then we're visiting a local brewery.
Yeah.
later today.
Yeah, we're doing a cruising episode. We're bringing those back.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But the reason I was looking this up is because I'm like, I couldn't remember the name of the center, and that's because they haven't named it yet.
Oh,
I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah, we have
it's the Prescott Valley Performing Arts is partnering with Finley.
Yeah, so there's a new youth theater opening up in Prescott Valley soon, and they are doing a pretty cool giveaway.
Yeah, they're doing I guess they haven't locked it down yet, but it is
it's a new car.
Yeah, winning a 2020 vehicle.
Yeah,
from Finley. They're doing a raffle. We'll do a thing on the Tucker and the Beard page on Facebook. So you can enter the drawing. It's like $10 for a ticket. Yep. To win a 2020 vehicle. It's pretty cool. But it all goes towards the Prescott Valley Performing Arts and their new theater that they have not named yet. We're trying to convince
they're working
them.
on naming contract. They weren't well, it's not that they weren't willing to name it the Tucker and the Beard
Theater
Center for Performing Arts.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the money to secure those naming rights.
Yeah.
But in our hearts, regardless of what they name it.
Yeah, it's always going to be the Tucker
we should all call it the Tucker and the Beard Center for the Performing Arts.
Well, let's start that little thing. So,
or it could be the Tucker and the Beard Center for kids who can't act good
and want to
learn how to do other things good too.
Zoolander. Which, speaking of Zoolander, we do have to discuss.
Whoa! Are you there? There's not a sequel coming out.
No, they've always kind of like talked about.
Okay,
no.
I was like, I didn't pick up on that, and I don't support that idea. But okay.
But I went to the local coffee shop, one of the ones that we would frequent.
Yeah.
And I ordered myself the made-up drink.
The orange frappuccino.
The orange mocha frappuccino from Zoolander, and they made it. And it was delicious. It was, and like, no joke, I was expecting it to be...
It was that good.
Garbage, and it was fantastic.
Well, orange and chocolate go together.
Yeah.
You know?
Surprisingly enough, yes. But, yeah. So, yeah, and then we're going to also be trying to start setting up a food drive.
Yes,
for local Prescott Community Cupboard.
Shaping up to be a busy summer.
Yeah,
which is good.
It's good. We're kind of hitting it again. We're starting the cruising episodes today,
getting them back rolling. We're going to be filming later today, and yeah, man, I'm just excited.
Yeah. So getting busy in one way, getting busy in another way. It's good. Well, no, just saying like with the work-wise and Tucker and the Beard-wise.
Yes.
It's good. It's good.
Getting busy.
Getting busy. So I've been trying to take that word out of my vocabulary, by the way, because I've had so many people that are like, "Oh, sorry, but I'm just busy." Like busy's become kind of, as of lately, like a bad. And I don't want people to feel that I'm too busy for you.
Right.
Like you're just lower on the totem pole, on my priority list. That is not the case.
Well, again, I think it's an interesting. Somebody had mentioned, and this was years ago, but it was replace the phrase "I'm too busy" with "It's not a priority."
Right. And I don't want...
And watch how things change, you know, and it's something that I do try and, take into consideration. I'm like, I'd love to, but I'm too busy.
Right.
If you'd really love to, then you would make it a priority.
Make it work.
And so just stop paying lip service and just say, hey, you know what, that sounds cool, but I can't make it a priority right now.
Right. And I think it's just come to, the forefront because I've had a lot of people that are just like, oh, we're busy. And that's the thing with social media as well, the bad aspect of social media where people are portraying their lives to be go,
something
and
that they're not.
So, yeah, exactly. Something that it's not. And just going, okay, I'm trying not to tell people, I'm busy, because it makes it sound like I don't have time for them, or
I don't got time for you.
Yeah. So just be like, hey, I'm tied up today, but I will I want to help you, but I just can't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, speaking of things we have to do, we got to get ready to take this show on the road.
Yeah. We got to go do some things.
Even though it's been a somewhat shorter episode, I think we should wrap it up so that we can prepare for
ourselves
our journey for today.
For our quest.
We got to load up a bunch of sound and video equipment and get ready to rock and roll. So with all that being said, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Subscribing.
All those things.
All the things. We really, really do appreciate you guys. And until next time, he's Tucker.
He's the Beard.
And we are out.